Hello and welcome to episode 29 of the Perfect Tower 2. Today we look at Dyson Sphere. I really wish I was able to release this video earlier. I almost did it. I had a whole montage done. All I had to do is voice over, but unfortunately I had to leave for about a week. Didn't play for 7 days. And this is my third attempt at commenting this. Doesn't take long to get rusty. So let's try to make sense here in my voiceover. So the way this video is gonna work, I'm trying to figure out how this Dyson Sphere thing works on my own, as usual. I did no research. I did see something on Discord because I go there once in a while. I saw a screenshot. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that a bit later. And I was just looking around, and here I see that I can upgrade how many drones I can make at once, how many I can launch, and the cooldown, reduce that, construction time, all these things. So I'm going to max out everything. I was going slow because I didn't know what the maximum was. I didn't want to burn my yellow resources too much. But because I'm at MT14, I'm able to max out everything. If you're earlier in the game, obviously you're not going to be able to max out everything, but I can because this was released as I am in late game. I'm going to say late game, not end game yet, but it's coming because next video you're going to see the effect of Dyson Sphere. And I left for 7 days, and when I came back I had a very nice surprise. I'm very excited about next episode. It's not going to be about Asteroid. I changed my mind because I got a few things to show you next episode. Huge progress. We're talking 8 figures infinity with no problem at all. So the bonuses this gives are insane. Look at that. 5,000 times more resources. Module drop rate times 3. That means more resources because of military perks. Total tower damage 10,000 times. Incoming damage divided by 25,000. More XP. Wave acceleration. Power plant boost factor, which is good for a factory, of course. You know I'm a fan of the factory. Attack range, and of course our speed times 3. Very early in this series I was talking, oh, it'd be nice to have times 4 speed, and I know it was discussed on Discord in the past. Well, we're gonna have times 3, and you know what, I'm gonna get all of these upgrades. If you're not familiar with Dyson Sphere, probably most of you are. In fact, I would say most of you are more advanced in the game than I am, but some of you maybe are a bit behind in the game. Here there's a cut because I was clicking around, and there's something I'm about to figure out. By the way, I've been trying to launch here. I cannot launch drones because I'm in the process of making a Dyson ring. So in a few seconds I'll figure this out, and I'm gonna cancel because it's 99 hours anyways, which is the equivalent of half a week or something like that. Here I'm just showing the drones on the ground increasing because I'm making them. Here I go cancel. Now I can launch, and the more drones you have in the air, shorter the time it is to create rings. Those rings are extremely important, but I didn't know what they were for. I didn't care. I knew I was able to make them in 1 second each. So let's make them. Let's see how many we can make. In fact, it's going to be 7. Then it's long again, 39 hours. So all I have to do is make more drones, make them fly, and it's going to make the time shorter. Nice and smooth. There you go. 7 seconds for the last ring. Now I'm going to have all 8 rings. What do I do with those rings? It will take me a few minutes to figure this out, but I'm going to speed up things, of course. There is 9 benefits or upgrades or perks, right? So here if I click on one like this, I'm using some of my power. I'm going to show that in a moment. I got 191 billion Dyson power per second. Is it how it's called? Dyson power? I'm going to call it that, okay? So I fill the bar, 191 billion per second, but I can only fill one bar at a time. And if I select another bar, the other ones deplete. Well, if I don't want them to deplete, I'm going to use rings. And this is what I'm going to figure out in a few minutes. In a few minutes of real time, but we're going to fast forward some of the footage. Okay, here I wasn't sure what to do, but I knew I didn't have the maximum amount of drones because it's 1 quadrillion, and this will influence the number of power that I have. You see that it just went up to 239 billion per second, and there is a new component in the normal power plant. Brings me back to what I was saying about a picture I saw on Discord. It was a picture of that new component. I'm going to look at it in a moment. Here I'm just fast forwarding because all I'm doing is making more drones, and I still didn't understand how to use rings, but I'll come to my senses when we come back from looking at this new component I was talking about here. I'm basically clicking around, really trying to understand how do I, because I said I can benefit only from one, and I would have to babysit all the time. But we make runs that last sometimes up to 20 hours or whatever, 10, 20, even 30 hours. I think when one of my longest runs was 30 hours. So I said there's a problem here. So Dyson Node is the thing that I saw. It's a picture I saw on Discord, so I knew it existed. And I have a question for you in the comments. It seems to me that the power per tick, and it's unfortunate because I'm not showing this. Maybe next episode I'm going to go in more detail. But when I compare this to whatever setup I have, which is plasma stuff, whatever. This is an old setup from Buddy Boy once again. I'm going to say his name again. I keep saying his name every... He seems to like it, so that's cool. Hi, Buddy Boy. Thanks for your help as usual. So that's his setup, an old setup. It works really well. But I don't feel like these Dyson Node will really help in any way. Because I'm going to max them out. Maybe not in this video, but next video I'm going to show you the maxed out numbers, and they're not impressive. This is where I figured out, by the way, how to use rings. You click on that, and what it's going to do, it's as if you manually clicked on one of these components, but it does it automatically for you, and there's no decay. This enables you to get every single upgrade there is. 5,000, 10,000 divided by 25,000, everything. But there's 9 of these benefits you can have, but only 8 rings. And for some strange reasons, because there's always some, not always, but often some strange things that happen in this series, I didn't realize, because I'm going to use all 8 rings, okay? But I'm going to show you something I didn't understand right away. But what's unfortunate, well, it's not the end of the world, but after I was done recording this footage and I made the montage, the game was still running, and I figured it out. I said, oh no, it's all there is to it, I guess. So here I was like, how do I, because all of them don't decay and they're all maxed out, okay? Well, boost factor, all I have to do is click on it, but I don't know if I will. Yes, I am. So everything's maxed out, it doesn't decay, okay? But the module drop rate does decay. So I said, well, I don't have enough rings, but all I have to do is click on it and it won't decay. So I'll do it later after this footage is over. So this is the Infinity perks. These numbers are quite low for now because I never really pushed. My lowest was Chaos. I did a run on Chaos after that, but you're gonna see next episode the effect of Dyson Sphere plus me leaving for 7 days. Just insane. Like I said, 8 figures Infinity levels without too much of a problem. Here I'm showing that I'm in the 40s, And let's remember this for next episode, because now I'm in the 50s for all my muzzles. This was at the time the place where I made the most money. So yeah, next episode we're gonna see the effect of Dyson Sphere. Then the following episode we're gonna look at Asteroids, and then after that, second floor of factory. And it doesn't take long to forget, but I don't remember how it's called. Whatever it's called, the second floor of the factory will be the episode I just talked about. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.